Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Monday, the 25th of November. Uproar over Adani case cuts short first day of Parliament winter session. Pakistan strikes 7-day ceasefire deal between warring sectarian groups. And Bangladesh swears in new election commission amid political transition. And now for all the details. The winter session of India's parliament commenced on Monday but faced early disruptions leading to the adjournment of both the houses. In the upper house of the parliament, proceedings were stalled as opposition MPs insisted on holding a discussion on the charges of bribery on the Gautam Adani group. Vice President of India and the chairman of the upper house, Jagdeep Dhankar, said he had received 13 notices from lawmakers demanding a discussion on the Adani issue, but he could not allow them as they did not conform to rules. The BJP-led centre, which is upbeat following the Mahayuti Alliance's great show in Maharashtra, will be looking to push through a Waqf amendment bill, which is under the consideration of a joint committee of parliament. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, ahead of the start of the session, stressed on the importance of a healthy debate and noted that unfortunately certain individuals are trying to control the parliament. The winter session will conclude on December 20th, having a total of 25 days since its commencement today.
मैं आशा करता हूं कि ये सत्र बहुत ही परिणामकारी हो।
आज जो सदन अडजर्न हुआ, इसकी वजह क्या थी मुझे तो मालूम नहीं था। हमने तो 267 के तहत अदानी का मुद्दा उठाया था। अदानी समूह पर करप्शन, ब्राइबरी और फाइनेंशियल इरेगुलरिटीज के गंभीर आरोप है। उसके बारे में हम सदन के सामने रखना चाहते थे और 2030 करोड़ के नजदीक रिश्वत दी गई। जनता के पैसे का इस्तेमाल रिश्वत के लिए दिया गया। इसके बारे में हम उनको चेयरमैन साहब को भी समझाना चाहते थे।
Amid India-Canada row, the Canadian government has decided to pursue a direct indictment against 4 Indian nationals accused of killing Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. With this decision, the pre-trial proceedings have been stayed in the Surrey Provincial Court and the case will go directly to the Supreme Court, reports suggest. Nijjar's killing in June 2023 sparked diplomatic tensions between Canada and India after PM Justin Trudeau alleged Indian government's role in the murder. However, Trudeau recently denied any involvement of PM Modi and other Indian officials. India flatly rejects any suggestion its agents were involved in violence against 6 separatists on Canadian soil. India calls these separatists terrorists, who it says are a threat to its security. A Pakistani government team mediated a 7-day ceasefire deal between rival sectarian groups on Sunday, halting days of clashes that have killed at least 68 people and injured dozens in the northwest of the country, one of the mediators said. The violence began when gunmen attacked convoys of civilian vehicles on Thursday, killing at least 40 people, mostly Shiite Muslims. That sparked retaliatory attacks against Sunni Muslim residents, and there have been pitched battles between armed groups from both sides. Armed Shiites and Sunni Muslims have engaged in tribal and sectarian rivalry for decades over a land dispute in Kurram district near the Afghanistan border. The government is yet to identify or publicly name who the attackers were, and no one has claimed responsibility. Moving on. POJK continues to face a severe ecological crisis as rampant deforestation, fueled by timber mafias and corrupt officials, threatens the region's delicate ecosystem. A report.
Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir is grappling with a severe ecological crisis, primarily driven by rampant deforestation by timber mafias, according to locals, who claim are operating under the watchful eyes of government officials. The authorities recently imposed a so-called ban on deforestation, but residents say the real problem lies in the lack of effective enforcement and the pervasive corruption. The consequences of this environmental degradation are far-reaching, affecting everything from water resources to public health.
यहाँ बीमारियाँ फैल रही हैं, पानी के चश्मे जो नेचुरल होते थे वो चौकोर हैं और उसके साथ साथ जो है ना जी वो बीमारियाँ बिल्कुल हार्ट अटैक जो है वो यहाँ आम बीमारी हो गई है नौजवान। इन लोगों का काम है जंगलात को तहफ़्फ़ुज़ देना, लेकिन यही लोग इन्वॉल्व हैं। इनकी मर्जी और मंशा के मुताबिक जो है ना जी वो वहाँ से जंगल से लकड़ियाँ स्मगल हो रही है। आवाम का शोर होता है तो आम गाड़ियों में नहीं है, बल्कि वो ये करते हैं कि सरकारी गाड़ियों में स्मगल करते हैं।
Activists have long condemned Pakistan's destructive policies in POJK. Experts say without urgent intervention, the region's future remains bleak, threatened by both energy shortages and environmental degradation.
Bangladesh's newly appointed Chief Election Commissioner AMM Nasiruddin and 4 other commissioners were sworn in on Sunday, nearly 3 months after the previous commission resigned following the ouster of former PM Sheikh Hasina's government. The swearing-in ceremony marks a significant step since the toppling of the Awami League regime by a student-led uprising and the subsequent formation of interim government led by Muhammad Yunus. The poll body was installed as political parties including ex-Premier Khaleda Zia's Bangladesh Nationalist Party have been asking for weeks for staging elections. Yunus on November 17 said his government would issue an election roadmap as soon as decisions on electoral reforms were made. The envoys of Russia and China held separate meetings with Amir Khan Muttaqi, the acting foreign minister of Taliban-ruled Afghanistan, and discussed enhancing bilateral relations as well as cooperation in economic and regional matters. A Taliban spokesperson in a statement on social media said China's Yu Xiangyong emphasized the importance of Muttaqi's participation in future meetings of foreign ministers from neighboring countries. Meanwhile, Zamir Kabulov said that Russia seeks to send a high-level delegation to Kabul in the near future in order to boost cooperation. Although China and Russia do not officially recognize the Taliban government, they have established diplomatic ties as Afghanistan remains a focal point for geopolitical tensions. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.
Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.